Hey, welcome back to the Michigan State University Herbarium. I'm Matt, and today I want to tell you about another one of our really cool and pretty unique objects, a student's collecting notebook from the early 1900s. So I kind of want to show you how this book is put together and give you a little bit of historical context. The really interesting thing is you can actually see that herbarium and plant descriptions, as well as a really beautiful maidenhair fern, is printed directly onto the cover. And that's because these books were specifically made for students to purchase for their plant collections. So maybe they went to stores and got them, or maybe they could order them from the publisher. And yeah, so on the inside, you can see it's got the student's name here, Edna Harris, and this acronym is GBHS, 1903. So I think this means Grand Blanc High School from the Detroit area in Michigan. And she did her collections in 1903, so well over 100 years ago now. And it even has this beautiful drawing that she did. It looks, oh, I can't tell what this plant is. Maybe a rose. I see some lily of the valley in there. But something that's kind of interesting about this book is at the very beginning, it's got some descriptions of collecting, how to press your plants, why people collect, and like even a little bit of philosophy about collection. It's pretty interesting. Copyright 1895, pretty cool. And you can see that these aren't actually bound. So that's a little bit different too. You really don't necessarily find stuff like this anymore. This is kind of how people used to collect plants back in the good old days for their classes. So I want to show you some of the collections that she actually made. So this is the second plant that she ever collected, and the date that she got it was April 30th, 1903. So she's written down a bunch of useful collecting information that we would actually want for a standard herbarium specimen, even though this isn't how we collect and preserve typical herbarium specimens. All the information is there. And so if I open this up, you can see just how beautiful it is. So this is a tulip that she got in 1903, and here's the plant itself. And on this side, you can see that it's got this really quite beautiful shadow. What causes this is acid in the paper. So anytime plants are mounted on acidic paper for a long time, they can get these shadows. They're beautiful, but it's not great for the specimen. If this were a typical specimen, we could remount it onto acid-free paper. But because of the historical importance, we can't really do that for this one. So it's just kind of a beautiful, beautiful art. So all in all, I think she collected around 37 plants from various gardens, and I think she also took a trip up north. You can actually make a book like this yourself. So what you would do is get the plants in the field, and if you didn't have a plant press, you would bag them up, write down all the information that you need to make them scientifically useful, and then bring them home and press them in like a stack of books, changing the newspaper or paper towel every day. And then you could put them in a book just like this. So man, how about that? How beautiful. Who knows, maybe in 100 years, your specimens could end up in a herbarium. This is such a cool record of the plants that people were growing at the turn of the century in their gardens. And you know, we don't have that many of these. I think her family donated this to us. Maybe they found it in an attic or something, and they thought, hey, where can I send these plant specimens so that they can be educationally useful or scientifically useful? And so we received them. What a wonderful gift. Anyway, thanks for joining me today, and I hope that if you make a collecting book like this yourself, that your specimens are beautiful and interesting. And I hope you have a great day. Thanks. Bye.